Don't start the time yet, Dorothy. It is a power story. And the outlines for a power story is, the story is where I am the main character. This power story is about a truth you experienced. It has a clear message. It is often, but not always, a defining moment or moments in your life. A power story has resolution. A power story is a truth that you want to share with others, for others. A power story can be expressed with detail. A power story is fluid. A power story inspires opening minds and hearts. So that is really my objective for the project that I'll be working on. Next week I'm going to be giving this twice. And since I've been hired as a trainer, it's very important to me that I do a good job with my speech. And as Dick said, I've only given one speech all year, and that was my humorous speech in the contest. So I'm just going to see how I do, but I am very definitely interested in feedback from everybody as to where I can improve, where you lost interest, where I might be a little more colorful in my descriptions, and whether I'm getting my message across. But the title of my story is The Gift. After the long, cold winters in Cincinnati, Ohio, I always loved the spring. All it would take was a couple sunny, warm days. I'd look out my front window and there would be my crocus, yellow, white, and purple. And every year I'd say the same thing. Honey, the crocus have croaked. But then, and best of all, outdoor tennis would start. But then, after the long, hot summer, I liked autumn in Cincinnati, too. Hot buttered rum, football games, and magnificent trees in the hills, orange and reds and yellows. It was absolutely beautiful, shining on an Indian summer day. It was an autumn day, but a little over 5 years ago, when my husband and I were sitting in the doctor's paneled office. When Dr. Ruhlman walked in, he was tall and handsome and smiling. And yet, when he started talking, my mind started churning. The results of your blood test. The results of your blood test. The results of your blood test. Well, what's he getting into? How many words does it take to tell me I'm anemic? Surely he's not going to say anything bad. The blast cells, the blast cells, the blast cells. Oh my gosh, he is going to say something bad. He's going to give me some really bad news and I'm not going to be able to take it. Please don't say it. Please don't say it. You have leukemia. My stomach stopped churning. My world stopped turning. I heard a door slam on my life as I knew it. The gift. Within a week, my husband and I had moved from Cincinnati to Tampa, Florida. The plan was that I would live with our daughter, who was a nurse, during my treatment, and Bill would eventually sell the house and move down with me. I was quickly enrolled at Moffitt Cancer Center. The diagnosis of acute lymphoblastic leukemia was confirmed. A port was inserted underneath the skin on my chest, and daily chemotherapy was quickly started. How many hours, days, weeks did I sit slumped in that aqua chair in the infusion center, a warm blanket over my legs? And I watched the chemo slowly drip, drip, drip through my port and into my system. And just as slowly, I watched the girl who was me, the woman who was me, the party girl, the tennis player, the line dancer, the girl that loved to play poker with her friends and party with family and friends and laugh and have a good time. That was me. And I saw myself become a bald, hollow-eyed old crone shuffling down the hall with my walker. I was in chemo hell, badly diminished. It was at about that time that my daughter called her brothers, Keith and Mike, and said, you know, even if Mom survives, she is never going to be the same. I was diminished, yes, but I wasn't demolished. That competitive spirit that I developed on the tennis court was still there, and I was still playing to win. My daughter tells the story. I was in the intensive care unit with a massive infection. There were tubes everywhere. My bag of urine hung on the end of my bed. Judy came in to see me as she did every day. And I said, Judy, look next door at that woman. Is my urine a better color than her urine? It's all I have left to do. The gift. The gift arrived, wrapped in remission, tied with survival, and filled to the brim with gratitude. Gratitude to Moffitt Cancer Center in every department who worked so hard to keep me alive when cancer was doing its damnedest to kill me. Gratitude to my family who literally wrapped themselves around me with their love and their caring. And I was so sick, I had no idea the toll my illness was taking on my family. And gratitude to my friends who bombarded me with affirmations. Joe, if anybody can beat this, you can. Joe, you're a competitor, get in there and compete. One man even wrote, Joe, if anybody has the balls to beat this, you do. So you can, and then you can imagine, I thought about all the things I almost missed. I almost missed our 50th wedding anniversary, which we spent in Hawaii with our family. I almost missed my 2 granddaughters graduating from high school and going to college. I almost missed a vacation in Canada with my 3 grandsons and the rest of the family. And it just fills me up with so much gratitude. Gratitude is the patina that covers everything that I do, everyone that I meet. I just feel just so the gratitude to be able to be there and to have my life continue. And then the day came, which was my personal benchmark, when I walked out on the tennis court. Laced up my tennis shoes, picked up my racket, walked out on the court with a dozen total strangers. I had survived leukemia. I'd had a total hip replacement. I'd had 2 cataract surgeries. And I was ready to play again. Felt a little strange. I gave my forehand a little try out. It wasn't very good. It was pretty weak and erratic. Before I was sick, it was strong and erratic. And the backhand, try that backhand, wasn't too good, but it would get better. Now, I play very many times a week, and I often think about that old crone with the walker. I don't know her anymore, but I know I will never forget her. In conclusion, I would like to tell you a story. You might have heard it, but it's worth repeating. A lady woke up one morning and she only had 3 hairs on her head. And she said, well, today I think I'll braid my hair. And so she did. She had a wonderful day. The next day she woke up and she had 2 hairs on her head. She said, today I think I will part my hair down the middle. And so she did. And she had a fun, fun day. The next day she woke up and she only had 1 hair. And she said, today I'm going to wear a ponytail. So she put a little ribbon on the end, and she had a fabulous day. The next day she woke up, and she didn't have a hair on her head. And she said, yay, I don't have to do my hair today. Attitude is everything. And my attitude is gratitude. Thank you.